Well, hello then, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the Neo Racing League Division Alpha Season 3 with 10th race of the season, which is the United States Grand Prix in Circuit of the Americas. Marcel is on his outlap. Rampant Gamer is pushing. Yes, he is. He's going to cross the finish line. On what lap time is he going to say? 1:31.8 and misses out by a tenth of a second to South African in the Mercedes. Puts himself in the provisional front row at the moment. Marcel crossed the finish line in time. 10 seconds left. Kelly, where is Kelly? Kelly is going to cross the finish line with 6 seconds left to put his final attempt on the board. I think it was one of the Aston Martins. It was Shootfist who started his lap as well. Qualifying is over. JPS is not going to improve. So it's down to Rampant Gamer, Marcel, Kelly, JC, potentially Rambos and Shootfist to do something about it. Matt is going to stay in 6th at the moment. What about Rambos? Rambos is improving by only 900ths of a second. As things stand, the Oli will be getting ahead of David, but he needs to have a mighty third sector to try and get more out of this car, as he's now navigating through the final corner. What Rambos will be able to extract out of this car, and that's going to be 1:32.6. So he puts himself in P8. He gets ahead of both Haas's, but it's only 8th position from the championship leader. That is a bit of a surprise if you ask me. But let's switch to the Sauber of JC, who has invalidated, so he's not going to improve. Who's behind him? It's Rampant Gamer, who has invalidated as well. Behind him is Marcel. He will be able to set a lap time. Will he be able to beat at least Rampant or Jay across the finish line? And that's a provisional pole position for Marcel. What a lap from the Ferrari. Handflap Kelly, though. What is he gonna answer? 1:31.9. Shootfist jumps ahead of Kelly and puts himself in P4 as... There you go. Marcel, 2:5.43 in the Ferrari. Second pole position of the season from the Polish driver. Oh, there you go. 4, 5 red lights. And the wheels are spinning in Kota. Good start from Marcel, good start from Jay. Rampant is already alongside Jay on the outside as we head into the first corner. 3-1 moment nearly between JC and Rampant and Jay. Rampant goes off the track, so does Matt, who is fighting with the Haas at the moment. But Marcel has a good start with Jay and with Rampant. There is the front wing end plate flying around. We have a yellow flag in the first sector for fingers, potentially, but that's been quickly put away. And we see now Rampant on the charge against Jay as they head into the hairpin. First corner, not the first corner, as you see JC bump Rampant on the behind and makes Rampant lose 2 positions now as well to Kelly, who's now fighting JC for the left-hander. Nearly a 3 moment wide as Rampant goes on down the inside, so tries to go in the inside of both of them, gets ahead of JC but not quite enough to get ahead of Kelly. But yeah, there you go. Kelly on 3rd place. Rampant is trying to bounce back. JC is looking at the inside move potentially, but not quite. Rambos and David are fighting for 7th position at the moment. Rambos gets ahead of the Haas driver. Neo lost 2 positions, I think. But now we are approaching the start-finish track, and we can see Jay is already on the rear of Marcel there. He will have DRS. He will have an opportunity to attack. Marcel is trying to defend, but Jay just has so much speed under him that Marcel cannot really do anything about it. And there you go. Jay takes the lead of the United States Grand Prix on lap 2. We see Shootfist and JC fight for the 5th place, and Fizz gets ahead of the Sauber. But JC goes for a dive on the inside. Kelly has a 3-second time penalty. JC sticks that dive bomb and gets back that 5th place from the Aston Martin driver. And yeah, JC's just clawing for whatever he can to retain whatever position he can get. We see just how much he struggles on the exit in comparison to Fizz, and Fizz will capitalize on it. once they go into the first corner, and Fizz gets ahead of JC. But JC is gonna fight it back on the inside, but Fizz is gonna shut the door and will keep that 5th place for himself for now. 4 laps done in this race. 7 people have made a 3-second ability possible, and yeah, well, there you go. Jay against Marcel. Jay with DRS. Also, Kelly's going to join the fight. Gets ahead of the Ferrari and will take 2nd place. Switching back to the fight for the lead. Marcel got ahead of both of them, which I just keep missing that point. But there you go. 3 wide heading into the corner. Kelly and Marcel squabbling against one another. Marcel's forced off the track. And Jay is... I think Kelly just let him through. Yeah, Kelly might have just let Marcel through. But Marcel's now losing 2 positions back again. The top 3 are just changing positions like crazy. Fizz is also getting involved in this squabble. He's getting closer to all 3 of them. So we should see a 4-way fight now for the lead of the race. And Jay is currently... Oh, okay, Marcel's looking the inside move on Kelly. And Marcel gets it done. Just about in the DRS range. But look at Marcel, he had a shocking exit there, which caught Jay off guard, which will allow Fizz to get ahead of Jay and take 2nd place. Could that also be potentially a small point lead as he goes on the outside of Marcel, and Marcel is going to try back, going to fight it back. He's trying to fight it back. He is ahead by a margin, but Fizz is going to fight it back. Marcel is trying to fight it for his life. Fizz has now 3-second time penalty, and also Matt gets another 3 to his name. And Marcel, by the skin of his teeth, keeps that 1st place. I thought Fizz was surely gonna have it, but Marcel just somehow got ahead of Fizz after that straight, and yeah, there you go. Marcel's just gonna fight it for his life at this stage. With 20 laps to go, but we see Jay have a bit of a squabble there on the exit, which will allow Kelly to take that 3rd place away from the Mercedes. How many penalties? I mean, I'm not sure if I will be able to list them all, considering there's also a battle in the top 4. Kelly gone into the pits, which will allow Shootfist to inherit 2nd place. Jay and Matt also get ahead, and also Rambos. So yeah, Kelly's gone for a pit stop then. Medium to hard is the strategy, and also front wing change from him. Yeah. No, Marcel's going into pits instead. Marcel is going to try an undercut on Fizz. Well, Fizz going into pits, never mind. Undercut on Jay. Let's put it that way. There you go. Jolan, I think. Jay has gone to pits, so there you go. Jay is answering to the undercut attempt from Marcel and Shoot Fizz. Matt's going to stay out then. What's Rambo's going to do? Rambo's going to stay out as well, so there you have it. Jay, what is he going to do? Hard tires as well. 3-second time penalty for corner cutting to Fingers, who has now lost the DRS to Jolan. Jay is going to rejoin behind both of them, so Marcel has made that undercut work. Also the Shoot Fizz, so there you go. Marcel still ahead of the Mercedes of Jay, so there you go. Effectively, Shoot Fizz and Marcel are currently, as I just saw Fingers crash out on the pit exit, and that's a safety car. Safety car in this lap. Marcel will restart the race on laps 15 of this United States Grand Prix. We have seen so many of those lead changes over the first half of the race. Then it was Marcel, it was Kelly, it was Jay, it was Fizz for a brief moment. Now, will it be the same thing? That's the question. We'll see when Marcel's going to restart. Safety car just entered the pits. It's just down to Marcel to ready up for the restart, and he does so. There you go, Marcel restarting the race. Neo has a 3 seconds of penalty already to his name. Marcel and Rampant. Rampant's looking in the outside of Marcel. Marcel is gonna stick through it, but there's a collision between Rampant and Marcel. Rampant tried to switch back, but didn't work. Kelly had JC. They were fighting for 8th place. Yeah, Kelly keeps the position at the moment. Rampant and Shoes are actually fighting for the P2 into the Snake section. It looks like Rampant doesn't cover it for now, which will allow Marcel to pull away from them both. That's actually a critical fight at the moment with Rampant ahead of him. That could also be a potential race winning situation for him there. Matt went extremely wide there. Kelly and JC have a bit of a miscommunication on the exit of the corner. They are fighting side by side, heading into the left-hander. JC inherits the position away from Kelly, who's going to try and go on the inside yet again. Side by side hit through the double right-hander. Kelly is on the outside, JC is on the inside. It's going to switch back vice versa from them both now, with Kelly on the inside and Kelly keeping the position away from JC, who's attacking on those mediums. But he has to serve a try-through in the next couple of laps. Yellow flag in the first sector for JC, who has lost it in the first corner. But a contact between Fizz and Marcel, which allows Matt to get through on Fizz. And Matt could potentially attack Marcel for the position. Marcel is defending from Fizz. Fizz got the position back, but can't get ahead of Marcel. But let's see. Matt is very close to Fizz's rear. JC has retired in pits, so that leaves 10 people driving in this race. Joel is fighting with Mantis. We see Marcel with Fizz fighting for the position. Fizz is on the outside. Marcel's on the inside. Bit of a bumping between the two. Who's gonna get ahead? There's a contact which won't miss. Forces Fizz to spin and faces sideways, which will allow Marcel to keep the position. Yeah, let's see. Matt getting closer and closer to Marcel, going on the outside. Will Marcel trying to fight it? Yes, he does. Goes slightly wide, which will allow Matt to go on the switchback, and Matt inherits the lead of the race. He also has to remember the Shootfist also has a 3-second time penalty to his name, so it's pretty much Marcel and Shootfist for the win if you count the penalties in. But we see Marcel on the attack on Matt. Matt is going to be on the outside, Marcel's on the inside, and Marcel is going to stay where he is. Shootfist looked at the inside of Matt as well, but a bit of a contact between the two. Has to back out there, Fizz. And he does so, and there you go. Matt is struggling at the moment. Fizz might look for something. No, he's not going to go for any kind of moves there, any kind of a risk. So yeah, he's going to stay where he is. Kelly's still ahead of Jay as well, and the Rumbles behind Neo. We saw Matt's pit for the soft tire, so he might try to go for a faster slap, and also try to get ahead of David. But we see a fight between Jay and Kelly. Shades of Bahrain last season, where they fought a lot of times around that track, and Jay is getting ahead of Kelly. Jay has DRS on him, and Kelly will stay fifth at the moment. We see Matt and Marcel. Matt was looking on the outside, but not quite. Fizz is sticking his nose through the inside. He spins. He's going 360, and he's going to lose the positions as a result of that. Might have been too overzealous there, Fizz, to be honest. He might have been too over-aggressive there, but that just cost him potentially a win of this race. He will have the RS against Marcel. Will he go for a move there? Marcel is switching to the inside to defend. It seems like it's going to work out for him. But contact between Kelly and Matt there. Matt was tagged. Kelly is now going to struggle to keep Jay behind, and Jay's going to go through him, which will allow Jay to get ahead of the Red Bull. Jolin has another 3-second time penalty, so does Kelly. Which will mean that, yeah, Kelly will drop much more behind everybody. Fizz is going for the fastest lap. He just went into bits. He just got ahead of Joel. David has had a fastest lap so far, which is 1:40.34.1. But at the moment, we're looking at Matt, who is closing in on Marcel. Slowly but surely, Marcel has barely any battery to use. So does Matt. But look at Kelly, who's just dive bombing hits with the freaking left-hander, and he's got nearly 2 positions, but Matt is gonna keep that position for now. But Kelly has a better traction. They're still going side by side, ending into the left-hander there, the sharp left-hander, and Matt keeps the position from Kelly, who is just, for some reason, just doesn't want to give it up. And he's gonna try and fight it back. Matt on the inside of Kelly. They're both going off the track. Jay's just watching this unfold, this chaos between the two drivers of Matt and Kelly, who are just bumping each other as though we have entered the final lap of this race. Matt, Kelly and Jay are within the DRS range of Marcel. Kelly looking for the inside. Matt is just blocking that attempt. Freaking crazy this one is. Just crazy. Jay's just enjoying this view going on at the moment, I would presume, but not so much Matt and Kelly at the moment. Kelly's just picked up another 3 seconds, so yeah, at the moment it looks like Kelly's gonna lose all the penalties. But yeah. Final DRS to navigate through. Marcel seems to be in the prime position to win this race, but there's still a couple of corners to go. Matt is going to go one last potential time to attack. Marcel on the outside, potentially not quite. Kelly fighting with Jay for that P3 on track. Jay's on the inside, Kelly on the outside. Jay's got tagged by Kelly. Loses the position to Kelly, but... oh, they didn't lose the position, but they lost time to Kelly. But yeah, there you go. We're now heading through the third sector of this race. There's only 2 corners to go. We have seen quite a battle for the leadership. And the winner of this race will be Marcel for the first time in the Neo Racing League. Marcel wins the United States Grand Prix. But nevertheless, this has been your Commentator, the Marchmeister, and I just want to say thank you to those who watched, and we will see you very, very shortly in 2 weeks' time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Until then, I'm saying goodbye and good night, and take care, everybody. Peace.